morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. Nepal Bar Association to discuss issues related to Chief Justice today. Legal practitioners demand registration. Chief Justice Rana. Government forms task force to study the impact of post-monsoon disaster. Appoints Yubaraj Adhikari as the acting chairman of Nepal Airlines Corporation. Government to administer second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine in Kathmandu from today. Health officials request people above 18 years to visit the designated vaccine centers. Several killed in protest against Sudan coup. New leader blames political infighting for the action. And Crystal Palace fans protest against Newcastle's new ownership. Police confirms no action on Crystal Palace fans' banner. And now the news in detail. Nepal Bar Association is scheduled to meet again today to discuss the resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana. The meeting of the legal practitioners at 11 a.m. today will finalize the decision taken yesterday to seek resignation of the Chief Justice, who is mired in controversy related to ministerial quota. The Bar Association decided to seek resignation of the Chief Justice as he failed to convene a meeting of the full court after 14 justices opted to boycott the meeting. Following yesterday's bar meeting, Chairman of Nepal Bar Association, Chandeswar Shrestha, said that the people are being denied justice because of the Chief Justice. He added that the Chief Justice has failed to handle the judiciary. Legal practitioners have demanded the resignation of Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana to end the disputes related to the judiciary which has recently surfaced. The legal practitioners are of the view that the House of Representatives should initiate the process of impeachment if Rana does not resign voluntarily. A report. Legal practitioners as well as justices of the Supreme Court have urged Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana to step down to end the disputes related to the judiciary. Majority of Supreme Court justices who boycotted a meeting of the full court summoned by the Chief Justice have decided to meet the Chief Justice today and seek his resignation. The Chief Justice has quoted controversy allegedly for seeking his share in constitutional appointments as well as ministerial quota. Senior advocate Dinesh Tripathi says that the Chief Justice has no other alternative than to resign. Likewise, former Attorney General Raman Kumar Shrestha is of the view that the House of Representatives should impeach the Chief Justice if he does not step down. Legal practitioners are worried that the public has been denied justice due to the ongoing crisis in the Supreme Court. The clash among justices have deprived the citizens of their right to seek justice. Even the former Judges Forum has urged the Chief Justice to resign, but the major political parties are silent about the issue. The government has formed a task force to study the impact of the post-monsoon disaster. The task force has been mandated to submit a report within 3 days. A meeting of the Council of Ministers on Monday decided to form the task force headed by a joint secretary of the Home Ministry to study the extent of damage caused by unseasonal rainfall. Minister for Communication and Information Technology, Gyanendra Bahadur Karki, said that the other members of the task force include secretaries of the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Finance Ministry, Industry Ministry, Federal Affairs and General Administration, and the National Planning Commission. The cabinet meeting also approved the resignation of the chairman of Nepal Airlines Corporation, Sushil Ghimire, and appointed Yubaraj Adhikari as the acting chairman of the state-owned airline company. Likewise, the cabinet meeting also appointed Dr. Rabindra Ghimire as the chairman of the board of directors of the Reinsurance Company Limited. It also endorsed the work procedure to distribute cash to the backward families affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine against coronavirus will be administered at the 8 local levels in Kathmandu from today. The District Health Office, Kathmandu, has issued a notice stating that the second dose will be given to those who have been vaccinated in the age group of 18 years and above in 8 local levels of Kathmandu. The second dose of AstraZeneca will be administered in Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Kirtipur, Chandragiri, Nagarjun, Kakeswari, Manohara, Tarkeswar, Tokha and Gokarnesar municipalities. The second dose of AstraZeneca will be available from 5 hospitals in the Kathmandu metropolis. Vaccines will be available at Nepal Police Hospital in Maharajganj, Virendra Sainik Hospital in Chhauni, Bir Hospital in Ratna Park, Paropakar Maternity Hospital and in Thapathali and Civil Service Hospital in Baneswar. Vaccination program will be conducted in these hospitals for 2 days and in the local level vaccination centers for 3 days. The health office has requested the person coming for vaccination should come with the first dose of vaccinated card and electronic registered print or photo. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 673 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 809,729, while the number of active cases has slightly risen to 10,360. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 11,361 after the virus claimed 13 more lives yesterday. Nepal is currently among top 44 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 46.40 million confirmed cases, followed by India with over 34.20 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 244.79 million people across the world and claimed over 4.96 million lives. The Ministry of Home Affairs has appealed to the public not to rent houses and rooms to any person who does not have an official identity card. The ministry made the request after police arrested 11 Afghan nationals from the hotel at Sinamangal in Kathmandu on Monday. The ministry has also requested not to rent houses, apartments, flats and rooms without official identity card and not to employ such person, as it has been seen from the incidents of the last few days that some foreign nationals have tried to enter Nepal illegally by hiding their identities. The ministry has also urged the public to report any unidentified foreign national to the nearest police office. And now the news from economic front. The Nepal Rashtra Bank has said that remittance inflow into the country decreased by 6.3% to Rs 155.37 billion in the first 2 months of the current fiscal year, again an increase 8.1% in the same period of the previous year. In the US dollar terms, remittance inflow decreased 5.8% to 1.31 billion in the review period against an increase of 2.6% in the same period of the previous year, according to the NRB, releasing the current microeconomic and financial situation of the Nepal based on 2 months data. As of mid-September, the central bank stated that the number of Nepali workers taking permit for foreign employment increased significantly to 38,492 during this period. It has decreased by 99.2% in the same period of the previous year. Likewise, the year-on-year consumer price inflation stood at 3.49% in the review period compared to 4.52% a year ago. During the period, merchandise exports increased 15.4% to Rs 44.04 billion compared to an increase of 10.5% in the same period of the previous year. During this period, imports increased by 75.9% to Rs 314.52 billion against a decrease of 22.1% a year ago. Imports of petroleum products, transport equipment, vehicle and parts, crude soybean oil, gold and silver increased, whereas imports of chemical fertilizer, cement, tobacco, molasses, sugar and pulses among others decreased in the review period. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. At least 7 people are reported to have died and some 140 have been hurt after soldiers fired on crowds opposing a military takeover in Sudan. Protesters took to the streets after the armed forces dissolved civilian rule, arrested political leaders and called a state of emergency on Monday. Troops are reported to have been going house to house in the capital, Khartoum, arresting local protest organizers. The coup has been condemned around the world and the US halted $700 million in aid. The leader of the coup, General Abdel Fattah Burhan, blamed political infighting for the military action. Civilian leaders and their military counterparts have been at odds since longtime ruler Omar al-Bashir was overthrown 2 years ago. As night fell on Monday, large numbers of protesters were on the streets of Khartoum and other cities demanding the return of civilian rule. BBC Arabic's Mohammed Osman reports from the capital. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Police say no further action will be taken after a banner displayed by Crystal Palace fans targeted the Saudi Arabian-led takeover of Newcastle United. The banner took aim at the Premier League's ownership test following Newcastle's recent £305 million sale. It was displayed during Palace's 1-1 draw with Newcastle on Saturday. The banner featured illustration of the man dressed in traditional Arabic clothing alongside with appeared to be Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters. The banner had a checklist with alleged offences by the Saudi Arabia regime, listed on a picture of a clipboard under the headline Premier League owner test for terrorism, beheading, civil rights abuses, murder, censorship and persecution. The man in Arab-style clothing was also holding a sword with blood on it. Palace fan group Homestyle Fanatics took credit for the banner on Twitter and issued a statement. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Nepal Bar Association to discuss issues related to Chief Justice today. Legal practitioners demand resignation Chief Justice Rana. Government forms task force to study the impact of post-monsoon disaster, appoints Shivaraj Adhikari as the acting chairman of Nepal Air Corporation. Government to administer second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine in Kathmandu from today. Health officials request people above 18 years to visit the designated vaccine centers. Several killed in protest against Sudan coup. New leader blames political infighting for the action. And Crystal Palace fans protest against Newcastle's new ownership. Police confirms no action on Crystal Palace fans banner. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.